Except at work.
Right, except for when you're at work. When you're at work, time goes
When
like
you want the time to go
exponentially
fast, it
slow.
never does. But I think that's just part of the universe, right? It's like when you force your will to try to make something go a certain way, it never happens.
Hmm.
Like trying the time for time to go faster at work, but it never does it. When you're late and you're trying to get to work, there's always something that's gonna stop you. I know that happens to
Hmm.
me all the time where I'm late and I was like, I know I can make it to work in like 15 minutes, but I get stuck behind every slow car that I could possibly find.
Dang, it's a Bubba.
Ugh, it's a Bubba. Are you playing by yourself?
I'm in a solo kill. I think I went to bed. I didn't know you was the
Oh no,
one.
I'm about to go to bed.
I mean, I could
I
probably
was
run
I
one
was
or two more
I
matches
was
before
just
I
chit
go.
chatting.
I
Oh
still
yeah,
gotta
I would
Sleep.
have added you on this one. I said I
I
had
still
like,
gotta sleep and wake up and do life things.
be an adult.
nah, I'm sleeping
Basically.
in. I've been doing it all week.
Lucky.
Well, I skipped the day of adulting today, so
Good.
it
I
was a
did
much needed.
half.
Yo, no, you want to hear the craziest thing? So I pulled a muscle in my abdomen, one of my
Ooh,
abdominal muscles, right? Would you like to know how it happened?
We
yes.
Track
choose.
that. We'll start with when it happened. It happened in my sleep.
Oh, okay, I thought you were
Oh.
reaching for a bottle.
No, it happened in my
he,
sleep.
he's reaching. Okay, he's on the
Now, now
boat.
how it happened? I sneezed. I shit you not. I sneezed with such force that it pulled a muscle in my upper abdominals.
Oh shit.
Do you know how hard you have to sneeze to pull a muscle?
Pretty dang hard.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, hillbilly.
Luckily, it wasn't like really bad. Like I went to work the next day and it was uncomfortable, but it wasn't like so painful that I just couldn't like move at all, you know? And then when I
No.
came home from work, I took some muscle relaxers and then I put like a heating pad on the area. When I woke up today, like most of like the pain and discomfort was completely gone. So just like a little mild like tenderness from like the muscle like going
Just
berserk.
contracting so fast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think it's mostly healed, which I'm happy about because then that means that I can that means that most likely I won't have to miss my game on Sunday.
What game
Football.
you have on Sunday?
Yeah. Games have not been going well. Games haven't been going well for our offense. Games were going okay for our defense, and they got even better after I started being the defensive coordinator last week.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
So yeah, I literally
Moving
like
on up.
because yeah, our middle linebacker was playing. He was basically like calling the shots on defense, and I just noticed that the way things were going, they just weren't like we weren't doing on defense what we should have been doing to give our defense the best position in the game and to put our offense in the best position in the game. And so I was like, I literally told my like captain like the week before, I was like, yeah, next
Ah,
week when we go through
Tinkerer.
games, I'm gonna try to implement some of my ideas as to what I think we should be doing on defense.
Yeah.
And we got to the game this week. They played like their first series on defense. We played the first series on defense. I was like watching, and then as soon as they came off the field, I go to our linebacker who was calling the shots, and I was like, "We need to do
God,
this.
I hate
If we do
Tinkerer.
this, we eat these guys alive." Right? Defense
Yeah.
goes back on the field. The very first play, we get a pick because of the
Nice.
play that I called.
Nice kick ass right there, man.
Yeah, I mean, you can't ask for better turnaround than you call a play and and you instantly get a pick on that play.
Right?
Like that makes everything you say after that just sound like gold because they're like, oh, I mean, he called this and it worked perfectly, so why wouldn't we say whatever he wanted to do? So then I was like, later on in the game, I was like, all right, so we're gonna do like as the opposing offense started to like play differently around what we were doing on defense, I started to like adjust how we answered it on defense, basically. And so I would tell
Nice.
everyone like, okay, on defense we're gonna run this, and where he's gonna the quarterback's gonna release his lineman. So when he does release his lineman, you two keep going, and whoever is in the middle, like of the three of at the line, whoever's in the middle will like fake a rush and then drop back into coverage to cover whoever the quarterback's gonna throw to. And then, and I
That's
would
some
just
kick ass, man.
yeah. And so I was just like I just had like I don't know, I just put the defense on my back right quick and I trusted my cornerbacks to like do what they needed to do, and I felt like most of like what needed to change for our defense wasn't really what was happening in our secondary. It was more so what was happening up front at the line. And since that's usually where I play, I wanted to make sure that like we were doing things that helped us all be in a better position,
Yeah,
And
that's true.
I feel like the plays that I called did that. Like we didn't win the game, but like the two games that we played previous to that, we got like blown out. Like when I say blown out, I mean like the points were like 40 or 50 to like 6. Like we got beat
Oh
bad.
shit.
But this game, the like offense, our offense actually had like a chance where they could have won the game. And that's with like the opposing teams put up a lot of points, and part of that was us not like stopping them as effectively on defense. But a lot of the times, what was happening is our offense was like throwing a pick on like the very first play of the game of that drive, and so
Oh yeah.
we're trying to so we're basically trying to defend for five plays in like 10 yards worth of field as opposed to like the entire like 50 yards of the field,
That's true. Because once you're at 50, it's just way longer.
we play on 50 yards worth of field. So if you have like 5 plays to get 50 yards. And most teams are good enough to do that in 5 to go 50 yards in 5 plays. So if you give them if you give them like 5 plays to go 10 yards, there's like a 99% chance they're going to get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
it's very, very unlikely that they're not gonna like put points on the board in those situations. So like, if we're in a game and our offense throws 3 picks, and then the opposing team scores either on that pick or either like like a pick 6, or they get the pick and then they score the within the next drive. Like that's not really on the defense that have stopped them. That was more so because the offense put the defense in a really bad position.
Yeah.
God dang.
But yeah, so I felt like the plays and the vision that I saw for like our defense and how to handle the opposing team's offense went off really well, and I feel like I earned like a little bit more respect from some of the players on the team because of it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if your defense stuff plans are working, I mean, they're gonna have to give you more respect.
Mm-hmm.
And since that first one went off so well, it's like they can't really deny it.
Exactly. And the thing is, it worked like the entire game. Like I think we got like 2
yeah?
picks. Yeah, we got like 2 picks that game, as opposed to like other games where we didn't pick the ball at all, or we like failed to stop them at all, or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
So like just overall, like we had more pressure on the quarterback. He threw like way more, like a lot more like poor passes, which allowed us to pick the ball off twice in that game. Like overall, it just made our defense just felt more solid. And it's funny because if you look at the people, like the players on our defense versus the players on our offense, our defensive players are like new to playing with each other. Our offensive players have been playing with each other for like years, and they're the ones that are actually struggling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but like you would expect that like the players that have played together longer
Well,
would have more chemistry, and so that you know what I mean. They wouldn't have as many like issues, and like none
Well,
of
I
these
mean,
players
it's probably
they're all good players. So
I got you. Well, maybe it's those like since some of those older players probably are used to playing together in a certain way, and then bringing in newer players that are kind of playing differently than what they want, it's
but
causing their like kind of chemistry to go unbalanced since they're not
that's the
really
thing. All 5
harmonizing.
players on offense have been playing together for years. All the new players are on defense, so we're not
Oh,
even
okay.
impacting how they're playing. And to be fair, it's not even the entire offense because our offensive line have been like blocking their asses off. Like they have been phenomenal. It's literally been between the quarterback and our receivers. Like that's where like the issue has been, which is even worse because our quarterback has known both receivers. Both of our wide receivers are brothers, and he's been quarterbacking for them since they were like kids. So they've been like playing together. So all 3 of them have been playing together for like 20 plus years.
Okay.
So like that's where it's just like how is like their chemistry or whatever is happening going off so hard when they have this much like time played together, you know?
Yeah, I feel you.
Ooh, I see Jordy with the line of sight juke. Okay.
Oh my.
I saw that.
About to come
That
back.
was clean. That was clean. Jordy was focused.
Yeah, she was.
Randos not doing nothing. Carry me, Mikaela. We're 1 challenge away from a new skin. Okay, here comes the Tinkerer.
Alright, well, lady and gent, it is time for me to hit the hay.
It is time to hit the hay. I don't know why I'm up.
Alright.
I must be thirsty.
I was gonna say, just say the liquor made you do it.
Yeah. And then there's still tomorrow.
As Jamie would say, blame it on. No, is it Jamie? No, it's what's his name? It's not Jamie Foxx. It's T-Pain. Blame it on alcohol. You know what? I might not even have that artist right. It might be. I don't know anymore.
No, I think it's T-Pain, right?
I'm about to look it up.
Dang, he's camping. Look at that guy.
Camper,
shoot.
report.
Oh, look at that! It's Jamie Foxx and T-Pain.
Dang it!
I knew when you said Jamie
No!
Foxx you were correct, but I didn't. It was when you said T-Pain.
I hit
was
the
like,
wrong
no,
button.
T-Pain was the one.
I gotta cut my nails.
It was both of them. They were both.
But
in the
yeah,
song.
exactly. So.
I was second guessing myself twice, and I was right both times. Alright, I'll see you guys.
Good night,
Hopefully I get to
Mama.
play with you soon.
Get the door first.
Sounds
Please
good.
get the door first. Oh, God.
My stuff's so delayed right now. Did you go on mute?
No, I'm right here.
Oh, okay. I was like, my stuff's so delayed, you're barely getting to the door. You got knocked down.